Hi everyone, welcome back to Training Time. Today,
Hi.
I'm with Maddie and Kate. This is Kate in the mermaid outfit, the Western mermaid.
Excuse me, mermaid?
What would you describe it as then?
I'm Frosted Cowboy.
Frosted cowboy who looks like a vampire mermaid with flamethrowers.
I think that's my vibe.
This is Maddie, who's a clown reindeer who's trying really hard to be edgy.
That's me.
Today I'm training Koala, my American Paint. We're going to be giving our opinions on your best horses that you sent in. I told you to send a picture of your best horse and give a little description on why you really like the horse. The reason why I have Maddie and Kate here is because they have very different opinions on horses than I do, and so I thought this video would be Seriously? I thought this video would be better if we had a broader perspective on the horses. Hang on, sorry. Excuse me.
Language. Just my daily scream I have to do.
We're not gonna start the race until we're all here.
I'm running. I'm running.
Oh.
No need to freak out. Take
I'm
a deep
running.
breath.
I'm sorry. I'm running.
1, 2, 3, 4, 25, 60. Okay, the first horse is the Zoni, and this person says it's my favorite horse because it's ugly and looks like a zebra that rolled in poop.
I love that reason.
I really like the Zoni, even though I don't ride it very much. It's one that I'll never sell. I do really like the coloring. I like how it lights up a lot, and I also like the cute sounds that it makes. And it sounds like a Zuzu pet, so it does give me a little bit of... because getting the Zuzu pet stuck in my hair and having to cut my hair off.
I don't like small horses, but I like the fact that it lights up and the noises, but like that's it. I also like the reasoning that it looks like it rolled in poopy. I think that's really cute.
I hate this horse.
This person says that this tin can horse is their favorite horse because it looks like a crusty, musty potato. I have never liked this horse. I had a friend who was always concerned because the front of the horse looked like
I like the horse like itself. Those horses give me a lot of nostalgia because it's the first generation. It's what our starter horses were and everything. That's coat particularly, it's not a realistic color.
My horse is stuck. You. Sorry.
What'd you
Oh my
do?
god. Hang on.
What'd you
Sorry.
do?
I'm like having anger problems because I'm like failing. Sorry.
It's just gross. I don't like the model. I didn't like that model whenever they came out with it. I don't like the coat. It's unrealistic. It's shiny. Just yuck. Who's calling my humble abode?
The next one says, "Hi Violet. This is my favorite horse because he's super cute and he was the first horse I bought without buying star coins. Like I waited 2 months for 100 star coins per week and I was so proud when I got him. He's also the third horse I bought and 3 is my favorite number." I love this horse. I think it's very beautiful.
Sounds like they come from the depths of hell.
I really love the dapples. I love the color.
I think this is the only Gotland I didn't sell out of the bunch that I got.
Wow.
So I really like the Gotland ponies, but they're like too small. I like ponies that are big and chunky. Again, it was the only one that I kept.
People that know me, I don't really like the Gotlands, but not because of anything in particular, just because I don't like small horses. That's just never really been my thing. They're really well done. I like the animations and all the coats were super pretty.
The next one is a gray Arabian and it says, "This is fancy and I love her much. She matches with all of my outfits and she is faster than most of my horses. I also win a lot of races with her." I personally love this horse. When I first got the Arabians, I thought, oh wow, I love the bay one the most. And then I saw someone riding the gray Arabian and thought it was drop dead gorgeous and amazing and beautiful. The Arabians in general, I love the gaits. I think they were super well done. I love the colors.
I have this horse. I just maxed this horse. I love this horse. This horse is great. Gray coats are like my freaking favorite coats ever because I love dapples.
Why is Santa coming?
That's what Star Stable tends to do the most.
I was just gonna say, did Santa Claus come to town? I own, I think, 4 of the new Arabians, and I love them, and that one specifically is my second favorite. I love the animations. I love the coat colors. The 3rd generation ones are perfect. I love everything about them. I don't have a single complaint about them. Not a single one.
The next one says, hello, this is currently my favorite horse in game. Her name is Snowstorm, aka Mona. I like her the most because she was the first ever horse I bought when I became a star rider. Not to mention the Andalusians have such a beautiful model, and I really think that they will be popular / not outdated for a long time. I personally love this horse because it's the first Andalusian that I got. This is Dolores, actually. It's a very basic coat. I like the horse more because of sentimental reasons.
Literally, as the horse is literally right here in our face. I love the Andalusians because, I don't know, I feel like they're a nostalgic type of horse. Even like the first generation Andalusians were like obviously not the greatest, but like they've always been kind of like a little soft spot for me. It's also a nice horse because it has like a special mane and tail that you can braid it into, and the details on its face is really good. So it's just an overall good horse coat and breed.
That was the first of the new Andalusians that I bought. I bought the white one first. And fun fact, it's sold because, you know, cousins going on my account and selling my horses.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I was over at my cousin's house and I was playing Star Stable and my cousin thought it would be funny to sell my horse. I have it now. I like the Gen 3s. I liked them a lot when they first came out, but as other horses have come out, Star Stable has really like upped their game in horse animation in the last year. And now to me, they're very clunky. I don't ride Andalusians for my own like pleasure anymore. Like I only ride them for the club horse.
The next person says, hi Violet, my best horse is this one. Her name is Rebel and she is the best horse because of her fat I really like the American quarter horses as a breed, but I actually did not end up getting that horse, even though I have so many. I'm not a huge fan of Grulos in general. I don't know why. That's not technically a legitimate reason to not like the horse, it's just personal, but I do like the breed of your best horse.
I love the quarter horses. They're like one of my favorites, like breeds on the game. They're a Western horse, so I'm kind of like partial to them because I really like Western. The American quarter horses are just overall well done to me. This horse was one of the ones I didn't buy because it's very smudged to me on the front.
I'm the same way. I don't personally like Grulos. I kind of am like in the same boat. I don't really like Grulos that much. They're just not my favorite.
The next person says, I love this horse. It seems very realistic and also reminds me of my Coco parrot. Besides, it is very detailed and cheap. So they sent a picture of their beautiful bird. And of course, I'm going to have to say I love this horse because this is Koala. I love the American paint horse coats. I think they did a great job on this horse in general.
100 out of 10, number 1, because of the bird. That is the cutest freaking bird I've ever seen. Great horse. Animations are amazing. Detail is amazing. Coat's amazing. Yeah.
Where the f are we? 1,000,000 out of 10. I love this horse. Anyone that knows me, I'm on this horse basically all the time. I never get off it. All of my best outfits are made on this horse. Their animations are exactly what I like. They're smooth trot. They're fast. All the coats for the paints are really well done. So 1,000,000 out of 10, especially that specific dapple gray.
The next person says, I would say this horse, surprisingly, the nabs are my favorite breed. This horse is phenomenal and I love the details. I do not like the nab struppers. Conformationally, they're one of the worst newer horses in the game. The coats on the nab struppers, they don't have a lot of shading. I think the animations are subpar and just all around.
It hurts my heart to say this, but I've grown out of the nab struppers a little bit. During the time they did come out, I have a lot of nab struppers. Like, I really like that horse coat a lot. It's just that I wouldn't go out and buy it because I'm just not a big fan of them anymore, but I want to keep the ones that I have.
My opinion, very similar to Maddie's, because whenever these horses first came out, I would not stop riding it. The dapple gray one, like I never got off that horse. And the specific horse coat that was sent in, I really liked that coat when I saw it in the spoiler videos. And then they didn't release the horse for like months and months and months and months after they first came out. So by the time that they released this horse on the app, I wasn't interested in nab struppers anymore. There were other horses that I preferred to ride over the nab struppers.
Do a big old dumpy for me.
Okay, you guys. The next person says, my favorite horse is the Tinker because of its amazing mane, and I like their coats a lot. Also, they have a big butt.
That seems to be a lot of people's reason.
Yeah, that's been a theme. They are my favorite draft horse in the game. I don't ride them, even though I really love the coats. I really like how realistic the breed is.
I like the Tinkers that are released now, like the newest version. What is it, like the third generation? I only like these ones. The old ones were poo-poo. They were big poo-poos, but their butts have gotten bigger. I love their mane.
I don't like horses that you can't put leg wraps on. I'm not gonna lie, that already like messes with it just because I make outfits, but I understand why they don't. I liked the coats. I own the dapple gray one, and I really like that one. They were really well done. Again, whenever they came out, everyone freaked out because they were so nice. I just failed the race. I hate this. Damn it, my horse's big head went in the wrong way.
I'm gonna send the next one.
Jesus.
I'm literally burping up that 33
What
ounces.
the is this
Shut
one?
up. Okay, the next one says, OMG, love this. It has been my fave since it came out. Just love the way it looks with the newer tack and all. So yeah, overall a 10 out of 10 horse. Stan Lightning McQueen. You can even sleep on the horse, so perfect.
This horse is very interesting. I've never seen a horse model like this before, but it kind of gives me false advertisement vibes. So yeah.
Okay, so fun fact, my cousin actually had this bed when he was 4. He had a really bad mattress. He actually fell through the mattress.
My brother, he had a Lightning McQueen Power Wheel car, and he drove it to the gas station when he was 4 with a Chuck E. Cheese coin because he wanted to buy gum. The next one says, this is Walnut. Bless you. Walnut is horrible at everything, but poses for pictures like a model. So with the Lusitanos, for me, they're one of those breeds that even though they're old, they are still actually very up to speed with the new horses. I really don't ride them very much, but overall I think it's a very solid breed.
I don't actually really like the Lusitanos only because I feel like they're not up to speed. They're okay. They're like not a bad breed. Their body is fine, but once you hit like their neck and face, I just don't really like them a lot.
Again, another horse that I really liked whenever they first came out, because at the time they were, I don't know, they were very good to make outfits on. There was a coat color like for everyone. They've become a little bit outdated. I was really in shock whenever I saw that they were Gen 3, like whenever SSO came out with like the list.
The next person says, this is Hippo. My 2 best SSO friends picked him out for me on my birthday, and I love him so much. He's a spotty black Clyde, and I often make realistic roleplay posts with him as seen above. I love his kind of friendly giant vibe, and he's overall one of my favorite horses. The Clydesdales, I'm not a huge fan. I think they're a decent draft breed. The only thing I don't like about their coat, even though it's a fluffy texture, I don't like how it is or how it looks. But the specific one that you have, it's pretty cute. It looks like a cow in a good way.
I hate the Clydesdales a lot, especially now because of the Percherons coming out. There's no need for them for me because I prefer the Percherons over the Clydesdales.
I feel like they were like really wasted potential. Such a cool breed. You know, even people who don't know anything about horses, like they're pretty well recognized because of like the Budweiser commercials for like the Super Bowl and things like that. I was really excited for this breed whenever they first announced that they were working on them. I really didn't like the way that they looked at first. I was like, I really don't like their animations at all. They're way too clunky. Don't get me wrong, I understand that's how draft breeds are made. Their animations aren't very smooth, and I like very smooth animation. I really don't like the way that they look. They're small. I don't like their face. I don't like the fluffy texture coat on them at all. I don't like the coats very much. Some of them are okay, but like the black and white one is the one that I bought, and I'm pretty sure I sold that horse because I never rode it. Coat, again, I like it because it looks like a cow.
There's like a frog in my ear from fucking Steve's.
What are you talking about?
There's just a frog going because I have my sound on and I'm waiting at Steve's race.
The next person says, this is my favorite horse because I'm in love with the fjords. I think they are just so cute, and back when cold tolerant was a thing, you could use them in Dino. I don't personally love that coat, but the fjords in general, I think they're awesome and I still love them as a breed. I have a couple of them and I still really love them.
They're one of the older breeds that I actually like still, and I actually really like that coat. I've considered getting it. Honestly, feel like I like all the coats.
I really liked the fjords when they first came out. Again, I just tend to stick to the newer breeds because of outfits, and the coats usually look better. I'm really heavily focused on coats because all I do is make outfits. So these coats are a little bit plain.
The next person says, my favorite horse is my American Thoroughbred because they are great racers, they have realistic walks, and I love their personality and the way they shake their heads during idle, not to mention they are great in pictures. I'm not a huge fan of the way they did the Thoroughbreds. I have no idea why I said that because I'm actually a huge fan of the coats that I do have. I think it's because there are a couple specific coats that I really strongly dislike, but most of them I'm in love with. But the one that you showed in the picture, I think it's very cute.
The reason why I like the English Thoroughbreds right now is only because I think they're great in realistic role plays. They are a very realistic horse breed on the game. For a preference horse, I'm not a huge fan, but I still like them. I have a few, I think, but I'm not, I don't ride them as much.
They're not my kind of horse. I think they're really well done, and I think the coats really fit the breed well. Their animations are just kind of subpar to me. I just feel like they fell short compared to some of the other breeds that were out at the time. I don't really like them that much, but I think that they are really well done, and it's not to say that it's not a great breed. But that specific one, I'm not super into bays. That's just all personal preference. They're really well done.
The next person says, Charlotte is the best Connie, our seats in the hand gallop, our chef's kiss, and I love their idle animations. So with the Connemara's, they are one of my all-time favorite breeds. I love that you showed a silver dapple because that coat is a really nice coat that I just keep wanting to buy but haven't for some reason. I think it's just overall a well-rounded horse.
I like the Connemara's, but I like them on other people. I don't really like them on my own character, but their coat colors are always unique, like the one that's shown in the picture. That's a really unique coat that we haven't seen in the game that much. Their trot is one of my favorite trots. I like them, just not for me.
I really like the Connemara's. They're my favorite pony breed because you can do them the pony champ. I always do the pony champ with my Connemara. When they came out, they were really well done. I really liked the coats. Again, another breed where you can everyone can find a coat that they like. SSO really hadn't experimented too much with the silver dapple, and that one came out, and I just think it looks like a grandpa. It's so cute and wholesome.
The next one says, I love this Jorvik wild horse. I have no idea why, but it just feels like we were best friends in a past life. Like I have a secret special connection with it or something. I think that coat is extremely unique, but I mean, a lot of the Jorvik wild coats are very unique because that was the entire point of them, I feel like. I hate the animations. I feel like that's all I can really say about them. They have really big hooves. I don't like the lion mane style. I wasn't a huge fan of the warrior cat clan area. Tailtop. I did like it at first until I realized how many reputation areas there were, and then I left and never wanted to come back. You know, that has nothing to do with the horse. That's a little too personal. But that horse that you're showing, I think it's pretty cool.
That one, I don't own it, but that actually was the one that I liked the most. And I actually still, besides like the black one, not the birthday one, but the other one, but I do like the birthday one too. I have the same thing as Pinky. I just don't like the animations. They're very clunky. I think Star Stable did such a great job with the way that they look. The backstory behind them is really cool. The coats are awesome. We've never seen coats like this before. And that specific one, I would get it if I liked the animations, because I really like the tiger striped look. I think it looks really cool. And all the like main styles that they gave options for, I think that was really cool. So everyone can have it like be very unique.
I'm sorry, I don't really like the Jorvik wild horses at all. They're one of the horses that I actually tend to shit on the most, only because they give me PTSD and like I just don't like them. I get like this game is kind of like magic and stuff, but I'm not a big fan of unrealistic horses. So this one particularly is not actually that bad. It's like actually one horse that makes me not want to cry. It's not a bad horse and it's not a bad coat. It's just not my cup of tea.
The next one says, okay, this is Walnut and he is my favorite horse because he is cute and I kind of have feelings for him. LOLs, because if he disappeared, I would cry even though he is not real. So it's a quarter horse, but it's one of the new coats that's very unique.
Yes, I like the horse, the breed, but the coat I don't like. And I think what I'm realizing throughout this entire video is I just don't like striped horses at all. It looks like that horse has been in the forest and like got cut by a bunch of branches or something to me.
Again, I really like the breed, but I don't really prefer that coat. I think if the coat were like not primarily brown, I'd probably like it better. But I really do like the stripes. It's different. I think that coat is really well done, and I love the horse.
I hope you guys weren't. Shut the up.
That's not one way to talk to your fellow people. Okay, sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry if we crapped on your favorite horse.
No, I'm not.
I really didn't mean to.
I meant everything I said.
Anyway.
Like my opinion. Yo!
I'm face palming right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye!